How much fast mana is too much fast mana in a combo deck that can and has gone off on turn 2? Salutations everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Pietro, and I hope that you are having a great day today. I have a treat for myself, rather, today, where I'm just going to run back Hangar Break combo, or Backup Combo as some people call it, where I haven't really played it in a while, basically ever since I did the video on the 5-0 that I did, but that was a while back. And I wanted to play it again now because with the recent banning of High Tide, it means that the format has been shaken up a bit, and it hasn't been really in our favor, I should say. So there has been a definite rise in snuff outs and spot removal in general now that High Tide is no longer a deck. So that is the type of thing that really does not help us in particular, because we are a deck that wants to play a creature, protect it, and then combo off on the following turn, or maybe on the same turn, depending on the situation. So I'm going to play the version today that I have played before. The only notable change is that I'm playing the full 4 Lotus Petals in the deck. I bought these things on Magic Online. By God, I'm going to use them. So I'm playing 4 Petals and 4 Simian Spirit Guides. Everything else is the same. I have the Graveyard combo as plan A, and I have a singleton copy of Fists of Flame in the deck as plan B, or sometimes plan A as well, depending on how things go. The main deck is the same. The difference that having 4 Petals means to the deck is that having 8 sources of fast mana now allows you to be a little more aggressive when you are comboing off, because you know there's going to be more fast mana in your deck. So if like, for example, sometimes you would come to a situation where you have 2 Spirit Guides in hand, and those are your 2 only cards, and you haven't found a whiteout to get more, like a higher volume of cards in hand. Now you can discard the Spirit Guides and just get the Lotus Petals later on, or vice versa. I am going to try it and see how this feels. Mana base is basically the same. I have the creatures and all of that stuff. The Lotus Petals also help with Sagu Wildling, so if your Sagu Wildling is in hand and your Fist of Flame is your last card, you can do a little trick so that you don't need to lose the game for casting the Fist of Flame. Hopefully we're going to see how that is. And then in the sideboard, I am playing 3 Electricity, 4 Red Blasts, and then the full 4 Tameo Safekeeping and Masked Vandals here. And that's pretty stock based on how things were before. I'm just gonna run this list and then we'll see how we do, and then I'll be back here at the end to tell you guys what I felt about the deck, and if maybe we get destroyed by snuff outs from Blue Black Fae and Gardens and terror decks and whatnot, maybe you're gonna learn something from it. So that's it. Without further ado, let's get to it. Hey, just wanted to plug my Patreon real quick. I recently started it, and if you're interested in watching more of my content, there are always exclusive videos over there, at least 1 per week, and all the content that I release is going to be released there a week in advance before we're being released on YouTube. So if you just want to help out, support me, enjoy what I do, or if you got a spicy deck that you want me to try out or maybe try to improve, hit me up. Thanks! My apologies, I had been talking with the mic closed. We are just at the beginning of game number 1 on the draw here against giggimille, and I capped a 6-card hand that had Scrounger, Commune, and a bunch of lands, in the hopes that the Commune would help us hit the Seeker of Skybreak. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned, and not only our Commune hit a Hangar Scrounger, but we also drew another Scrounger and a Basking Root Walla. So not really great, and especially not great playing against the Lava Dart deck. I think that this is just one of the worst matchups that the deck can have, unfortunately. So we'll see how that goes. Another Lava Dart, main deck and the festivities. Dang, they are gunning for decks like us. Ugh, and another Root Walla is really not great either. I'm just gonna play a Scrounger, and then if they want to hit it, with the trigger, excuse me, with the trigger on the stack they can. They're just gonna lightning bolt it immediately? Alright. But we now have to contend with double lava dart from the graveyard. Doesn't seem great. Snacker comes back, another land. We are very likely gonna die next turn, I feel like. I mean, I guess I'll play the things, but I'm not overly excited about it. Okay, that resolves. Here's the root walla. Might as well play it. I don't think there's gonna be any way we come back from this unless their hand is nothing but lands. Yeah, I'm fine conceding here. The lava darts are gonna be 1 billion damage. It is what it is. Unfortunately, our hand didn't pan out, and even if it did, we were on the draw, which is not great. Gonna need a lot of safekeepings here to even have a shot at this game. So, Faithless Looting can help us dig. I feel like I don't really need the graveyard package in this matchup. One more cut. Guess I can cut a root walla. And then if that's the case, I might as well cut another one and bring in the whiteout. We are fast with those 4 Spirit Guides and 4 Lotus Petals, so we have that going for us. Yeah, I mean, hand's not amazing, but I feel like it's one of the best hands we're gonna have against this deck. All right, Psycho Oliphant, and I think I'm just going to flush out right away, discard the whiteout. Okay, so we got the combo. That's the good news. Bad news is everything else. We are still playing against Red Madness, and again, Red Madness is not a great deck for us. Sure, I'll commune. Okay, we got rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't really care about too much. So I play a Seeker of Skybreak, they immediately try to hit it, in which case I do think I'm just gonna flush out. And honestly, no, I was gonna say that I was gonna flush out the Wildling. I'm just gonna flush out the land. Okay. I have a shot next turn at trying to draw something cool. There's the grab the prize, discarding the snacker. Yeah. Okay, Faithless Looting is not bad either. I think I'm gonna start off there, because I am looking for protection spells. None of those are protection spells. That's a lot of fast mana, but I honestly don't think I'm looking for fast mana right now. I think I'm just looking for regular mana. So let's Oliphant, shuffle the deck, just grab another red source. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't think I get to play a Seeker of Skybreak until I can do something with it. Yeah, I'll take a Hanger Scrounger. So we haven't seen any protection spells yet, which is something. There they are. I hate that card so bad. Guttersnipe is exactly the kind of thing that just completely destroys most of the decks that I enjoy playing currently. So I guess I'm just casting the Sagu here, trying to see if that draws out a removal or something. Okay, no end step removal on it. You're gonna play another Guttersnipe? No, okay. It's just a Faithless Looting from the graveyard. But it is very easy for us to just instantly die here. Lava Darts and Fire Blasts, Guttersnipe in play, a bunch of mana, 7 cards in hand. Yeah, there's a Lava Dart going to the graveyard. At least we didn't get hit by any Fiery Tempers. I'm blocking. 100% I'm blocking. Not gonna give you free damage. If you want a Lava Dart, my Sagu, you can. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like that's a win for me. Okay, Bitter Reunion is not bad. Do I want to cash in a land to do that? So, Bitter Reunion, I would need 6 mana next turn. That's pretty unlikely. Let's just play the Bitter Reunion. I'll get rid of Hanger Scrounger, I guess. Cool. I guess I just play the Seeker of Skybreak, and then I probably try to save it, and then hope I top deck a land. Is this Searing Blaze? What is this? Cast into the fire. Well, I'm not responding to the Guttersnipe thing. I'm gonna go down to 11. That's not great at all. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I would have preferred to do this on their turn, so I could also block the Guttersnipe, but yep. Okay, the second Guttersnipe means I gotta just be dead, right? Bolt, take 7. Bolt, sure, yeah. I think this matchup is basically unwinnable for us. It's just extremely bad. Their deck is nothing but removal spells that also go face, so they are highly interactive while still being very much a turn 4 deck. So yeah, Red Madness, unfortunately, it is what it is. We are now 0-1. Let's try again next round. All right, welcome to round 2. We are against Teasdale himself on the play. I will absolutely be on the play here. So the hand is not amazing. I don't have any of the combo pieces, but I think having, this is one of those situations, right? That if I had one combo piece, I think this would be a keep. On the play, I think I want a little bit more. And yeah, I'll keep this one. Bottom the Fists of Flame. And I do get to just go Sagu on 1, which I will do. And I will grab the second green source here. County Garden. Okie dokie. Guess I'll just play the mountain and flush out. Okay. We find another Scrounger. Are we playing against some variation of gardens? It really seems like we are. Alright. Lotus Petal is not what I'm looking for. I could play the Scrounger just as a creature to start attacking and whatnot. And against a deck that is removal spells, I think that's a fine choice. Because on the combo turn, I am only going to need one Scrounger, because as long as the Scrounger resolves, I get to do the thing. Yeah, so it seems to just be gardens. Oh, Chromatic Star, that's spicy. Whiteout, okay, I know what is gonna get looted here. All right, we got a trigger. Cool. Discard the whiteout, another Scrounger. All right, take 3, buddy. I guess I was going to just cycle the Oliphant. So what do I have to be worried about? Crypt Rats is bad, but they would need 5 mana to completely wipe my board. Honestly, I think I'm just going to deploy another Scrounger. And again, as long as I have a Scrounger in hand for the combo turn, I feel like I am okay-ish. Is that just another bargain effect? Yep. Wait, what did they sacrifice? Oh, the map. Okay. So they still have the star. What is the star doing in this deck? Red. Okay. Is this gonna be a Chrysalis? What is going on? As of right now, this just seems like traditional gardens, with the exception of the Chromatic Star. And the Chromatic Star could just be here as like another thing to sacrifice. Okay, they just cycled the star for another star, trying to hit a land drop. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. So, this is the new Avatar land that cycles in play, but it's also a dual land. That's dope. We are playing against Jund Goblins, which is very exciting. Okay, that's dope. I love this. Okay, so let's swing. What am I getting rid of here? So this is only creature you control. So I don't expect that I'm going to need interaction very much, meaning I can probably cycle the Apostle's Blessing. Probably just cycle the Spirit Guide. All right, that's a Seeker. Oh, they are gonna block. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. You can grab your Duder back. Here's my Seeker of Skybreak. I already have the whiteout, so it's sort of whatever. But I still don't think I'm gonna do anything. No, that's not true. I do want a land drop here. So cycle the Oliphant. I'll grab the dual land. Pass the turn. So they might be able to combo us off. If not, we kill them on the crackback. Let's see. That's very cool. I really like this. Boiling Rock Prison. So these lands are not usually great, but I do understand what Teasdale, and I am recording this, I believe, on the day that Avatar has been released. I don't have any new Avatar cards in the deck, as you saw, but this is very interesting, I feel like, because this is a land, this is a dual land, which is a thing that the Goblins deck likes to have, and it's also one that cycles for colorless mana. Hunt for Specimens. All right. Man, I'm invested. They learned what they get. Daily Indoctrination. Cool. Sure. So they get to hit my Scrounger in hand. That's fun. Okay, Carnarium. Probably gonna get back. Oh, just got back a basic. Yeah, just a swamp. Okay, so I only got one more Scrounger in the deck now. That's a really bad draw, by the way. Like, that draw was not great. Let's cycle this. Honestly, probably just cycle the land. Okay, Bitter Reunion is cool. Oh, they are gonna double block, huh? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Maybe they're gonna unearth the goblin. Bitter Reunion. This card here drew the Lotlet Giant. Oh, maybe I wanted that Lotus Petal now. Yeah, I'm just passing the turn now. I don't think we're winning this game anymore because I played the first turns very wrong, obviously, because I imagined we were against Gardens. But I understand a little bit better now what's going on. The Daily Indoctrination from the sideboard being tutored to the main deck is very cool. Yeah, I think that this is definitely a list that I'm gonna try to play moving forward. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on here, and it seems like they are just either trying to hold up some interaction or something like that. So if I attack, I no longer get my combos, so I think I'm just casting this and passing the turn. Yeah, he's saying that Goblin combo is so back. I don't know if it's so back in a metagame that is definitely overrun with blue-black fairies, but man, I'm liking a lot of the new things that I'm seeing. What is this the Eviscerators? Yep, alright. Cool, that's very cool. I'm definitely gonna play this later on. There's another Chromatic Star. There's the Matron. Yeah, so probably just dead. Okay, let's go. Give me my last Scrounger. That's not a Scrounger, but we can still get there. Any order. Flush out. Get rid of the Lotlet Giant. Whoop. Yep. Okay. Sure. They are giving me way more time than I thought I was gonna have. I thought that this game was gonna be over, but yeah, I don't have anything, buddy. I've been literally just drawing lands the whole time. All right, there's the Dark Dweller Oracle. Where's the first day of class? There's the Skirk. Still no first day of class. Okay, Scrounger. We got a redraw. Try again. No, I'm gonna tell them that this is the ugliest combo face-off I've ever seen, because neither of us are able to find our pieces. I mean, I lost 3 of mine already, so it sort of makes sense. But they went through half of their deck and they still haven't found a first day of class. They find another Duress, sure. Wait, no, this is not the... Where is it? Okay, here. Yeah, you can point the Duress at me. Feel free. Hit a mountain. That's a land drop. Oh no, they already played the County Garden. Sacrificing the Putrid Goblin. Alright, there's the first day. Okay, I'm just gonna ask Teasdale if I'm dead to munitions just so I can concede. And I just want to know what is it that he's gonna use to kill me, so I can... Yeah, I'm gonna draw my deck till I find a dragon or munitions, whichever comes first. Deal. Alright, so it's either gonna be munitions or the Stormshriek Pharaoh. Makes sense. So they're not playing a whole lot of artifact lands from what I saw, meaning that I don't think the Masked Vandal is super important. I don't expect them to have removal, so I believe Electrickery is the piece of interaction that I'll be looking for. Probably Apostle's Blessing is not going to be super relevant, and then maybe I'm just trying to go again. So this version has 8 mana sources. I might want the second whiteout because they have so much discard that I might not have all the tools, but I also just want to go fast, so I don't want to compromise my combo too badly here. You know what? I'm just gonna keep 1 whiteout and that's it. I think the Electrickery is fine because it hits the Skirk, and that's mostly the thing that I'm concerned about. Okay, so... Oh, I don't have green mana. Never mind. Oh, I guess I could cycle the Oliphant for green mana. I think that since this is already a 6-card hand, I go again. And this is a hand that has neither of the combo pieces, but I could bottom a Spirit Guide and I could go pretty fast. I think now knowing what I'm against, I'm fine going down. Ooh, oh, that's not great. Do I go down to 4 here? I think I go down to 4, unfortunately. This is my 4, I guess. Yeah. I got greedy. I guess I'm just gonna keep and I'll hope to hit. They said that they also love Backup Combo, and I said that this one is going on YouTube. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't... Honestly, I didn't even know they had a YouTube thing. Like a YouTube... not a YouTube thing. Of course they have a YouTube thing. I didn't know they had a podcast that they do together. That's fun. Honestly, I don't think I'm doing anything else here. I think I'll hold till next turn. My hand is at least protected against duress. Yeah! Taste it! No hits for you, baby. All right. Green? That's not green, so I guess that's getting discarded. That's green. So I play the Seeker, and then I'm hoping that I hit a mana source next turn, or I don't do anything. Oh, that's rough. Am I trying to get lucky? Or... So I think I'm just playing the petal so it doesn't get duressed, and then I'm passing the turn again. And then I'll try to combo them over 2 turns. Hunt for specimens. All right. What is firebending? Firebending lesson is the removal, right? Where is it? 2 damage to target creature. Rough. That's not great. So now I guess I gotta try to do it all in a single go. Yeah, I have not considered that. Bitter Reunion, get rid of the Spirit Guide. Okay, pass the turn. The Learn package is very fun in this deck. I gotta say. There's a lot of variety. There's a Star, Pilferer. But it seems like they're missing land drops. So they don't currently have the Firebending lesson up. I only have 3 mana. I need 6 to do the whole shebang. So Root Wall is definitely going. And then probably just another Bitter Reunion. I'll just cast the Root Wall. And I guess I'm cycling here, getting my dual land. 4, 5. So if I hit fast mana next turn, there's a chance I get them. Firebending lesson. That's quite the card. Stormshriek Pharaoh. What are you discarding, buddy? Just another land. Okie dokie. Skirk. That's a little annoying. Because now they have instant speed access to the Firebending lesson. That's just a passing of the turn. Yeah, that's a problem, huh? Because I don't have protection. I wasn't expecting to get hit with this. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about this other than maybe just die. The Basking Root Wall at the very least blocks profitably here because it can trade with any of the creatures that attack me. Okay. Are you going to try to Firebend my Root Wall? Oh, this is a dispute. Okay. So they draw a couple cards. I know they have the Firebending lesson. I guess I should keep an eye out here. Yeah, I don't really... I guess my only shot is to go like Seeker of Skybreak, have him kill it, and then play another one. Is this one getting the Indoctrination? We're learning new things. Yeah, there's the Indoctrination. They don't get to play it just yet, though. So that's something. Yeah, this is not great. I guess I'm just going to looting from the graveyard. I guess Lotus Petal doesn't do a whole lot. Forest doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, I think I just play it. But now they know that I am fully opened up to removal. I could have killed them still, even on a mulligan to 4, but the Firebending lesson definitely threw me off. But then again, I think it's one of those things, right, where should I keep protection in hand or in the deck against like a thing that can come out of the sideboard? Am I dead? Do you have it? So the Indoctrination is gone. Seems like they got it. Yep. Azula always... It's another removal spell? That's so dope. I love the package here. That's amazing. That's a lot of lessons in the sideboard. Yeah, that was very fun. I love seeing the new things that people are doing with the lessons already. We lost, but at least we lost in an interesting way. And again, I do think that this game goes very differently if I didn't mess up game number 1 there, because we clearly saw that it took Teasdale a really long time to set up their combo. And if I knew what I was playing against, I definitely wouldn't have tried to play the game in the way that I did. Unfortunately, game number 2 there, I think I just got in sideboard. I didn't really know about the Firebending lesson, so I didn't really prepare for it, and we got. But that's fine. That's what happens sometimes. We are now 0-2. Let's see if we can come back in the final 3 matches. All right, welcome to round 3. We are on the play against Jirni. So again, this hand is fast, but no combo pieces. I can dig a little bit to try and find them. The question is, do I think it's worth it? I think having this much speed in hand with the double petal and the Bitter Reunion means that I can try to just go Bitter Reunion and then try to combo off in a single go. All right. Forest, Sagu, Let's grab a mountain and ship it. See what we're up against. We are up against Spy, which elves spy more specifically, okay? So this should mean... Oh, I didn't even check to see if they had a Vandal. I definitely should have. 3, 4, 5. I don't really get to do everything next turn regardless, so I guess I'm just getting rid of a Lotus Petal. Yeah, that's not amazing. Okay, so there's the Forest. Generous Ant gets gone. Priest. And I know that it's Spy Elves because they're playing Elves of Deep Shadow, but otherwise it does just look like regular Elves. Let's flush out again. I will just get rid of a Spirit Guide because I have the Paddle. Okay. Commune. There's one of our combo pieces. Need to find the other one now. I guess I'll put... Oh, I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I wanted to put Whiteout up in case it... Oh, it wasn't going to matter anyway, because if I got that deep in the deck, I was just dead. So there's another Generous End. There's another Elves of Deep Shadow. Opponent's going to get to Winding Way and play the Timber Watch this turn if they want. Hydra, Mystic, Sylvan Ranger. Okay, that's a lot of value very fast, which is not great for us. Discard here. Okay, so if I don't die next turn, I get to untap and kill my opponent. Let's see. I think the way I die here is either via Spy, probably just via Spy, right? Do you have it? Mystic. Really? Did you draw it naturally? That sucks. I had him next turn, but unfortunately I was a turn too slow in finding my pieces. So I guess I'll have a look at their deck. Whoa, okay, everything was jumping around for a second. So I am dead, definitely. There is a Lotus Petal in there. There's 2 Giants, Masked Vandals in the main deck. No Mesmerics in the main deck, but definitely going to be Mesmerics post-sideboard games. So... Again, I don't think the Apostle's Blessing is the thing that I want. I'll just bring in the Electricaries to try and slow them down. And again, I just need to be faster than them. I do think that we have the potential of being faster. We just didn't do it there because we were not quick enough. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's try to do it now. So this is not faster by any stretch of the imagination. The Electricary does have potential, which means that I think I'm going to keep it. But maybe... Okay, they're mulliganing into 5, which is a good sign for me. Probably didn't have any starting mana. And if they don't have any starting mana, it means that they will rely more on their elves. Which, again, great for us. Let's see how they're going to go about it. Paddle. Sure. Priest. Okay. Then I guess my question becomes, do I... let them untap with the Priest or not? I think that with 3 cards in hand, I'm fine letting them untap with the Priest and use it once. I am just going to do my game plan here. Cast my Root Walla. And I didn't... Oh, maybe I should have played the Lotus Petal out. Okay, Elvish Mystic. Quirion, sure. Is there also a Winding Way? There is a Winding Way, dang. Okay, Winding Way draws 3 cards. Sylvan Ranger. So they already made their land drop. Okay. So that was definitely good for us because now I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I'm gonna completely blow their board open. Electricary, sweep your stuff. Everything gone. I will play the Paddle just to give them an extra target for the Masked Vandal in case they want to do that. And honestly, I might just keep the Sagu and try to beat down? Yeah, I think that might be how I'm going about this. Okay, there's the Swamp. Vandal. Vandal going after the Bitter Reunion, I assume? Sure. That is very fine with me. Okay, so now I think that changes my plan a bit. I mean, does it? Nah, yeah, I do think it does. Swing. This is a free hit because they're not going to block. Otherwise, I get to eat their Vandal. And I will grab another land, play it, and I'm just going to pass the turn here, and now I just think that I'm going to try to clock them. Okay, Generous Ant. That's 3 lands. Sure. You get to take my other Electricary. Yep, I could die to just 4th land plus Spy off the top. I do have to be a little worried about that. So there's the Scrounger. I don't think that changes anything. Again, I'm just gonna start clocking them. If they want to trade with my root wallet, they can feel free to do so. Yep. I have 6 mana. I can just deploy both of these and keep hitting. Yeah, I think I'm down with that. MTG is lagging quite a bit here. So the counter goes on the Stormshriek Pharaoh, swing. And actually, I do think I'm just gonna discard here. No, I'll discard the other Sago. Okay, drew a Sago anyway. In which case, so this is 5-7 damage, and then I could kill them next turn. So yes, I am pumping here. It does make a difference. The classic combo deck mirror where the game completely devolves into absolute nonsense. Okay, Generous Ant is the 4th land, meaning that they have them all now, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Dang, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, now I win because I can just attack with the dragon and pump it and kill them. That was great. We did the thing. They did mulligan to 5, which obviously mattered a lot there. Again, I don't think I'm gonna change anything. I'll just keep the strategy as is. Very lucky that we had Electricity there. The game worked in a way where the Electricity was just able to completely blow the game in our favor. But now we gotta do it again on the draw. And again, I do think that we are somewhat favored because we are faster. Nice. So this is a turn 3 kill on the draw. Let's see what we're working with over there. Whoa. Okay. So 5 cards in hand. Forest. Wait, what? How did... Oh, they root... Okay, wait. So Forest was cast. Sagu Wildling was used to grab the swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I do wrong? I think I messed up and cut like one of the things that I shouldn't have. Oh, this is quite unfortunate, but okay. If I had drawn a Lotus Petal, that would have been a turn 2 kill. But since it wasn't a Lotus Petal, we're just gonna have to accept a turn 3 now. Where were you last turn? Why are you like this? I guess I'll just play the Seeker, play the Petal, pass, do your worst. There's another Priest, so they have a ton of mana. Wine, oh, okay. Quirion, sure. Bounces the Forest. Winding Way. They don't have black mana. Vitu-Ghazi Inspector is fine. You can vomit your hand if you want. Unless I get hit with a Mesmeric Fiend, I think that we got this one in the bag. Sure. Lead the Stampede. Are you digging for a Fairy Macabre? Please no. Wait, what is this? Is it the Vitu-Ghazi? Okay, that's fine. I guess the Vitu-Ghazi, yeah, I was gonna say the Vitu-Ghazi Inspector spreads their mana. Oh, dope. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. If you have something to stop me, you should do it now. Otherwise, we are just gonna do our thing then. Alright, so target here, save targets, always yield to both triggers, and discard the Commune, discard Electricity. And I'm just gonna do this thing now for a bit. Okay, they concede. Nice, we got there. 2-1 against Spy. Very cool. Spy is the matchup that I do want to face, actually, because being faster than Spy means that we are most of the time going to be able to beat them handily. And yeah, we are now 1-2. Let's see if we can keep going. All right, welcome to round number 4. We are on the draw against Crodino95. So this could be a kill on turn 3 if I draw any red mana, but on the draw, I don't think I get to keep it, and it was already a multi 6 basically. This is better. I get to bottom the Fist of Flame, and I get to go Commune into some other things. Okay, so this might just be Gruul Ramp. Whiteout is not what I'm looking for. Dang, that's a whole lot of nothing. I guess this is a Stormshriek Pharaoh type of thing. The whiteout was obviously not a great draw. Let's see how fast our opponent's gonna go. Ooh, pretty fast. Wild Growth. At least there is no Chrysalis. There might actually be a Chrysalis on 2. Rough. Is this just a Hydra? What is this? Jewel Thief. And another Arbor Elf. Okay. So this is very fast. I imagine they have one payoff spell that they capped, meaning that we are in a whole world of trouble here. Let's just get rid of the whiteout. Yikes, another land and an Apostle's Blessing is not what I'm looking for. Please just be like a Chrysalis. Rumble. There is a Chrysalis there. So I only have 3 more looks next turn. They took the Hydra. Ah, yeah, because the Hydra is a faster clock. Makes sense. Dang, that's a super fast start. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to die next turn because this is 8, 10 mana. That's an 8-point pump. Puts the Geo Thief at 11. Yeah. I'm just going to die on turn 4 on the draw against Gru Ramp. Man, that's rough. I didn't expect to be the slow deck in this matchup, but here we are, I guess. I don't really think there's anything I can do. Certainly the root wall is not going to be it. Yeah, we just died. Wow. Extremely fast start over there. So they had Bushwhack that they showed us. Do I care about the Apostle's Blessing? Do I care about Masked Vandal? I think I care about Electrickery. So maybe I get to slow them down depending on how they start. I do think I get to bring in... Oh, nope, not Red Blast. Safekeeping. I had to be concerned about Breath Weapon. Maybe I don't care about the Dread Return as much in this situation. I can cut the pack and just keep 1 extra protection spell and then sort of just try to be faster. We haven't been very fast this league, which is definitely a thing. I guess that's not 100% true. We got to kill our spy opponent on turn 3 last game, and that's pretty good. All right, let's try to be faster now. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is a keep, right? I get to go commune. I have a thing to hit their Arbor Elf. Again, I just gotta hope that they start off on Arbor Elf, because otherwise, this hand doesn't do a whole lot. I guess the Bitter Reunion can get rid of one of the Electrickeries, so it's not the end of the world. So those are both of our combo pieces. I just take the Skybreak here, or the Seeker, I should say. Tough. This happens to me every time. Just play the Seeker, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it in play, because the odds that my opponent is able to Breath Weapon are very low, and I guess it's not super low. They could have Utopia Sprawl. Okay, another Wild Growth. A Utopia Sprawl on red. Okay, do you have the Breath Weapon? Man, if you do, it's gonna suck big time for me. Bitter Reunion. Got rid of an Electrickery. Okay, there's the combo. So bad news is that I can't try to combo now. And I don't have a 3rd land drop. Swing? But I do have a combo next turn. Okay, Jewel Thief comes down. I guess I gotta be worried about Bushwhack as well. Nice. Okay, that's gonna do it, because I have double Spirit Guide in hand. 1, 2, 3. Scrounger. If you're gonna try to respond, you should really let the Scrounger come into play, because then you can hit it as well. And I'm thinking that this is Breath Weapon. It could be some off thing as well. I don't think it matters, because I have Tamio safekeeping regardless. And it's very important that it is safekeeping here and not Apostle's Blessing, because if it was Apostle's Blessing against a red spell, I would be in trouble. Because if I give my creature protection from red, I don't get to Fist of Flame it later on when I'm trying to combo. Okay, try to do the thing. Ram through. No, please. I would rather not. So, Scrounger resolves, and now we get to kill our opponent. Cool. Always yield, same targets, and let's just rummage through our deck. So again, I'm gonna do this for a little bit, and once we find the combo, I'll come back here and I'll show you how we're finishing the game. So I'm still midway through comboing, but I'm actually gonna talk to you guys a little bit, because I not really found, somebody pointed it to me, that there is a better way to try to do the combo when you are low on resources, which is to just, as long as you hit the whiteout early, what is it? Okay. If you have a Sagu Wildling, you get to guarantee that your opponent, wait, so I'm trying to do 2 things at once. As long as you have a Sagu Wildling in hand and the mana to use it, you can guarantee that you're not gonna lose in case Fist of Flame is your last card, because you can Sagu Wildling, shuffle the thing, send it to your deck, and then take a draw, and you don't lose to the Fist of Flame being the last card. There's our Fist of Flame. I don't need to go any further. I'm just going to play the Forest, move to attacks, Swing. I don't need to do anything here. And Fists of Flame, our boy. So that's a hit for 36 points of damage. Cool. All right. So we got game 2. That was pretty good. That was a turn 4 with protection. Anything that I want to change here? Honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm good. This is a matchup where the extra petals really help because being faster is the whole point. I still think I'm going to keep the Electricaries because, again, we want to go fast against our opponent's fastest starts, which are usually going to involve an Arbor Elf and some land enchantments. So if we have an Electricary and they open up on a fast start, the Electricary might be the thing that buys us an extra turn or two. So this has no interaction, but we have protection. And there is a shot. Okay. So the Electricary wouldn't have done much regardless. There is a shot that we get to kill our opponent on 3 here. Extra protection. Yeah, that's not bad. So I guess I'll commune. There's the Scrounger. I do need to find a 3rd mana source though, but it's looking good. Okay, Rumble on 2 means that I'm not... Ooh, there's munitions there as well. Yeah, that's a thing that I need to pay attention to. They took the munitions, meaning they likely have another mana. You don't have another mana. Really? They took the munitions rather than a second land drop? There's no way that's right. I mean, who am I to say? I think I'm just playing the Seeker of Skybreak to put the pressure on them. Again, I still need the 3rd mana source, but since it's not even a guarantee that I get to kill them next turn, I think this is fine. Yeah, you need something to sacrifice, okay? So that's not the mana that I wanted, but I think ultimately it's fine. I am just going to take another green source here, play it, swing. And I could just play another Seeker of Skybreak. I think it's more profitable to just hold up double protection spells. And I can even try to do something like shoot their Eldrazi Spawn at their end step if I want. Maybe I should have just shot it immediately, because now I give them a chance to shoot my creature twice. I understand my opponent's impulse here. They are so interaction light that maybe any form of interaction becomes interesting for them, but I don't know if that's the correct approach. I guess I can get got here by like a lightning bolt, but ultimately I think, oh, they just, okay. They didn't even do anything, so I guess I just try to go for it. Yeah, they concede. They F6'd through their turn, and unfortunately they didn't have the chance to do the thing. So it would have worked regardless, even if they... Oh no, it wouldn't, because if they had the protection, I wouldn't be able to protect my dude. Yeah. So it was definitely a misplay by them. Ultimately, I still think we were winning that game. Our opponent had a form of interaction, but they didn't have a clock. Let's go to the last round. We are now 2-2. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. All right, welcome to the last round. We are on the draw against MXM2. Unfortunately, this is a hand that doesn't have mana or combo pieces, actually. And this isn't really much better. This is not stable mana. And again, if I had one combo piece, I think this is a keep. On no combo pieces, it is not. So this is a couple lands. Am I going like couple lands, couple combo pieces, and an Oliphant for color? So Paddle goes, Oliphant goes. It's not a great hand, especially against... Lord. Yeah. On the play, getting hit for 2 on turn 1 is rough. I mean, on the draw, right? They are on the play. Man. Okay. Highway Robbery has been plotted. Interesting that they are playing Raleigh and Highway Robbery. Like... What's my line here? Not playing this? I think I just go for it and accept that I'm gonna get got. Maybe they have to like play off curve to remove my Seeker. There's the Robbery. Discarded a Fiery Temper. Guess they don't even need to play off curve. Yeah, that's rough. Epicurean, Percussionist. Oh, great. Right on time, huh? I'm just playing the Scrounger in an attempt to hold back these 1-power creatures, but I think I've already lost this game. Tomb Raider on 1 off of a Great Furnace on the play is just too much pressure. So they're playing like a mixed version. Everybody coming in. Well, I'm blocking the one that deals a damage now and a damage next turn. Oh, I'm just dead? Delightful. Yeah, sure. Ay, ay. All right. So Vandals come in. Safekeeping comes in. I get to cut most of the... I mean, all of the reanimation package. And what else? Yeah, I don't really think I get to keep all the fast mana, right? I think I'll just cut some spirit guides. Keep the Lotus Petals. And this hand is not great. This hand has the combo, but no mana whatsoever. Yep, I guess. And I feel like I'm just cutting the fast mana here. They kept on 7 again. That's not a great showing for us. Cycle our buddy. Grab a mountain. I think I'm just gonna Stormshriek Pharaoh here. Get rid of the protection spell. And then maybe I get to kill them on turn 4. Depending on how things go. Melted Moxite. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have a protection spell now. Definitely feeling the mulligan to 5 on this one. Honestly, I think I'm just going to flush out discarding the Commune with Nature. All right. That's decent. So I get to go turn 3 Seeker, hold up, Safekeeping. And then hopefully that's going to be enough. Moxite discarding Fiery Temper. Okay. Take 3. Take 1 more. Play the Seeker. And now I gotta hope that they have a single burn spell in their oops all burn spells deck. I mean, I'm trying. That resolved? They gotta have another one. You don't? No, that's insane if it just works. You're gonna Fire Blast me, right? No? You're not? Dang. Okay. Target itself. Always yield. Always yield. Alright. I guess I'm just going for it. I do need to find whiteout at some point. And I have all the mana in the deck still, right? I didn't use any of the fast mana. So I should have everything. Okay, I'll keep a Lotus Petal. I can't keep another Lotus Petal, unfortunately. Can't keep another Lotus Petal, unfortunately. I guess a land would also help. All right, good. We found a whiteout. That's what I want. Whiteout gets to sacrifice a land. A whiteout gets to sacrifice another land. And now I'm good. I just need to find the Fists of Flame. And I'm going to keep the Sagu here in case the Fists of Flame is the last card. I feel like Magic Online is lagging pretty badly. Paddle, paddle, swing, say no, blocks, sack, Fist of Flame. All right, we got a win. That's very unexpected. My opponent's single piece of interaction was the Fiery Temper that they used early, and then nothing else. No, that's not true. They had the end of festivities. But yeah, that was very unexpected. So considering that they said nice one. Considering what I saw, does that make me want to change any of my things? Maybe the Electrickery. Opponent said they had never seen that combo before, so I'm gonna tell them to go hit the YouTube so they can also become a fan. I think I'm just gonna keep the configuration here. I know the Electrickery can be good, but I'm not even convinced that they are playing Bushwhacker and the like. This is a hand that is stable, but has no fast mana and no combo pieces. There's also no early protection or anything. I'm trying to decide if this is good enough. And I think I'm going to keep it. I'm hoping my opponent doesn't start off super quick. Okay, that's good. They didn't. So I get to go like Oliphant on 1, Bitter Reunion on 2. There's a Furnace, and grab the prize on a Snacker. Yeah, that's very strong. Can I hit a Masked Vandal off the top? No Masked Vandal. I can get a Bitter Reunion. So that resolves. I am just going to get rid of a mountain. Could have gotten rid of an Oliphant, honestly. Okay, the Tamio Safekeeping is not the worst. There's the Melted Moxite. Discarding a Fiery Temper. Sure, that is obviously good, but it's not as strong as just grab the prize on doing the same thing. So I guess I'm going to go Stormshriek Pharaoh. Hope I don't die on turn 4 here. I'll just get rid of the Oliphant. Nice. Okay. I might actually need this Sago Wildling just as a blocker eventually. I guess we'll see how that goes. Highway robbery. Another fiery temper. Okay. So we are down to 8. Oof. Down to 6. Yeah. So this just becomes a 2-2 robot, right? Yeah, it's a tapped 1 too. Okay. Is the Lotus Petal just becoming a hardcast Sago Wildling now? Yeah, I think so. And I'm gonna do it like this, because if they got another removal spell, they need to point it at the Sago. And if they don't, and it's just an attack, I get to block the Tomb Raider. Of course, them being at 6 cards means that I can just be instantly dead to blasts. They do only have 2 artifacts in play. Stop! Okay, that was just a discard on a mountain. Voldaren Epicure, sure. I am dead to Galv Blast, Fire Blast. I guess I'm dead to Fire Blast plus anything, really. That's another mountain. Okay, they're swinging, meaning that I'm probably dead to Double Bolt now. Not probably, I'm definitely dead to Double Bolt. Okay, I didn't die. Now the question becomes, is it Seeker of Skybreak pass? Seeker of Skybreak hope? I don't have the 5th mana that I did before, so I can't really mask it Vandal. I guess I'm just playing the Seeker and passing. They didn't bolt my Sago, which makes me think that maybe they don't have something. They're maybe just stuck with a bunch of... No, because if they had 2 mana and didn't do anything with it, is your hand like only snackers? Yeah, like the Sago is blocking here. Down to 5. Is it only lands? Okay. Well, I mean, I gotta go for it, so... Okay. Where's the Fiery Temper going? Going face? Yeah. Guess I'll try to safe keeping my Seeker. So I need them not to draw another burn spell. Oh, are we doing it? Always yield. Always yield. GG, they said. Wow. Oh, he said that he guessed I had Weather the Storm. No Weather the Storm. Tamio safekeeping though, coming in clutch with a 2 life. Yeah, we win! Woo! Oh, I get so happy by just 3-2ing every time I'm playing a janky deck. All right, let's wrap up. All right, so end of the day, what do we think about the list? I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. So I think that there are some lessons that maybe we can learn. Oh, too much, buddy. Let's make this way smaller. Okay. So, I said that I wanted to play the deck to see how it's feeling now after the High Tide ban and the pretty big shift in metagame, obviously. And what are we thinking right now? I feel like it's not a good time to be playing any sort of creature-focused combo deck because the snuff outs of the world are just going crazy right now. There's a lot of people playing Gardens and Blue-Black Terror or Blue-Black Fae. Spot removal is really good. I guess a lot of the decks maybe were not playing that, or a lot of the decks that were making results weren't playing that many spot removal because High Tide would just blank them. And even though I think Fae in the blue-black version could have a decent time against High Tide still, having like 8 or whatever, however many spot removals in your deck be dead cards when you're playing against one of the strongest combo decks in the format definitely has a cost. How did I feel about having the full 8 pieces of fast mana? In this league in particular, I honestly feel like it didn't make much of a difference. However, what I do think is important to note is that having 8 pieces of fast mana in your deck means that when you are comboing off, you have longer to find whiteout. And you saw there were situations where I needed to still find 2 pieces of mana to combo off, and the whiteout ended up being very important in those situations. It also helps with the whole Sago Wildling thing that I had mentioned before. So if you didn't catch what I meant when I was talking about the interaction between Fists of Flame and Sago Wildling, I have played this deck a lot, and I have come to more than once to the situation where Fists of Flame is my very last card. What happens in those situations usually is that you attack, you try to cast Fists of Flame, and you die, because Fists of Flame forces you to draw a card. It's not a May effect. So if you have more mana in your deck in the form of Petals and Simian Spirit Guides, especially petals, because they generate green mana. What you can do is keep rummaging through your deck. Eventually you come to a situation where you find the whiteout, and then you sacrifice your 2 or 3 lands, or however many you have in play, to be able to bring the whiteout back, and then you have more cards in hand that you can use to sculpt your Fists of Flame combo hand. If Fists of Flame is your last card, you get to keep it in hand, empty library, play a Lotus Petal, play a Sagu Wildling for the Roost Seek cost. You search your library for a basic land, you're not going to find any, but the Sagu Wildling is going to be shuffled in. So then your library now has a single card left that when you Fists of Flame with the other Spirit Guides or the Lotus Petals, you can actually draw the Sagu Wildling and hit your opponent, and you don't die. And that's the most important thing here. So having the Lotus Petals in the deck definitely helps in that regard. I did feel that maybe with the Petals, it was time to bring back the Tamiyo Safekeeping from the sideboard in place of Apostle's Blessing. And there is some negotiation that needs to happen here, because Apostle's Blessing has potential in situations where Tamiyo Safekeeping does not. Say, for example, you need a spell to punch through your opponent. Say you're playing against Spy or whatever, and they have a bunch of walls that are blocking your path, or your opponent has somehow gained a bunch of life. Those situations do matter. However, there is a pretty big cost associated with 1 mana minus 2 life versus 1 mana plus 2 life. The Apostle's Blessing are in the deck because they cost generic mana. They don't cost green mana, like the Tamiyo Safekeeping does. And green mana in a lot of situations is going to be the bottleneck on your combo turns here. However, again, I do think that playing the full 4 Lotus Petal, this might be something that can be negotiated a little bit. So overall, I think that that's where I currently stand. I am thinking if maybe the whole graveyard combo package can't be cut from the deck. And I know I said before that I really liked it, but what I was thinking about today was that having the Root Wallace in hand never felt good. Obviously, having Dread Returner, Lotled Giant are most of the time going to be dead cards. And if you're able to cut these 4, you would be able to have maybe a more consistent deck. Even if you're just upping the numbers of, like, for example, say we're cutting these 4 things, and then we are bringing the second whiteout into the main deck, because a lot of the times you want to find this early, even though it is a dead card. We could up either... I'm just playing... Oh no, I am playing the full 4 Bitter Reunion. Okay, so let's say we're going to swap some cards out. So bring the Safekeepings in. Let's put the 4th one in the deck, because protection in the current metagame is absolutely king. Apostle's Blessings in the sideboards. Maybe I get to bring in like 1 more looting. And now, honestly, I'm not in a situation where the number of creatures matters too much, because I don't need to do the whole Lotled Giant thing anymore. I could maybe bring in a second Fists of Flame. Maybe it's just time to bring back the Malevolent Rumbles. Because the whole thing with Malevolent Rumble is that you never want to hit your Fists of Flame. Because if you do, you sort of just straight up lose. So it is a bit of a dangerous card to be playing. However, the card selection is absolutely insanely good. So maybe that's a thing that we could reconsider here. Let's try to do... This is going to be like a little bonus brewing at the end of the video. So if you've stuck around this long, congratulations. You get to hear my thoughts on some of this stuff right now. I think I'm up for trying the deck without the graveyard combo, in which case we don't really need the Oliphants anymore. And yes, that's gonna jeopardize our Masked Vandals in the sideboard. That's a thing that we have to be okay with. So if I'm playing the Rumbles here, I would need to play the second Fists of Flame. However, I went down like 3 cyclers, so maybe the 4th Tamiyo's goes to the sideboard. Maybe I get to go up a green source again, up to 16 lands. That doesn't seem bad. The Rumbles are in. I have double Fists of Flame. Then my whole thing with this card is that it's absolutely correct. It's excellent in the format. However, I think there are going to be situations where you cast this and you hit double Fists of Flame, and then what? Right? That's definitely a big problem with the deck. And then the other thing is against Prismatic Strands specifically, because Prismatic Strands absolutely sucks in that regard, because if they have Prismatic Strands, you don't get to do the Fists of Flame thing. But if that's the thing, then we could just play a Flaring Pain in the sideboard, because we are going to throw our whole deck in the graveyard, right? So maybe like a single Flaring Pain in the sideboard is what we want. The Masked Vandals would need to get shaved here. A single Flaring Pain should probably do it. I don't have to worry about the creature count anymore. I can just cut more creatures if I feel like it. The combo is not that relevant. I really liked when I played with Communes and Rumbles. I thought that was very good. Is there any spell? I could play maybe like Reclaim. You know what? Reclaim in this deck doesn't seem that horrendous. For when, you know, you're going off and then you find like a Reclaim and you're able to bring back a piece. A lot of the time you could even like Reclaim and a turn, bring back your Seeker, play the Seeker, do the thing. That's interesting. Because then you would have to rumble like fists, both fists and a Reclaim at the same time. That seems very unlikely, right? So maybe I don't want the lootings, because they are still card disadvantage a lot of the time, even though they synergize well with Malevolent Rumble. So if I cut them, I could play an extra Reclaim, and then I even have one more slot, which could be dedicated to what exactly? It could be another Sagu Wildling. It could be... I guess I don't need the Highland Forest anymore, because I don't have Oliphant. So say we're playing the full 4 Sagus. And again, this could be something else. I'm not sold on the fact that it should be Sagu, but you know. We could just play fully basics. No, I'm not gonna bring another. Let's bring a mountain. So that's a full basic mana base and fully untapped land mana base, actually, which is the thing that I think I enjoy the most here. And then play like a singleton Reclaim for situations. Yeah. And then I'm having 4 protection spells on the sideboard. I had already talked with somebody. I'm very sorry, I don't remember your name, but I talked with somebody on the comments of my 5-0 list video where they mentioned that they didn't feel like Weather the Storm was a good card, and I agree. I think Weather the Storm is just being too slow and cute, where a lot of the time their removal is going to be pointed at your creatures, not necessarily your face. So in that case, having extra protection is pretty good. I really like the Masked Vandals, obviously for Jund and Affinity and things like that, but also Fae. But we are no longer playing with creatures that get cycled on turn 1. So that's not really a way to move forward. I could play the 4th Electrickery. I don't really care about the graveyard anymore. I mean, I do care a little bit about the graveyard, but Grave Hate is not going to be the end-all be-all here. Having a way to have extra lands in play would be great, but unfortunately I don't have the resources to play something like Cleanse in Wildfire, I don't think. You know what? I'm going to think about the sideboard a little bit more. Maybe I'll even make like a whole Patreon exclusive video just talking about my brewing process for the new list. And yeah, so imagine that there's like 3 other cards here. It could even be more like another protection spell, another Electrickery, a pair of blasts, or whatever, something like that. But I do think that my 60 should be looking something like this. We have lands, we have the full 8 cantrips that I really enjoyed the other time, and we have a Reclaim in the deck just to try to get that little effect back. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We managed to stay positive in the end, even against some pretty rough matchups. I love this deck. I think it's great. You're definitely going to see me play more of it over time. I'm gonna plug the Patreon real fast again. So if you enjoy things like this, go to the Patreon. There are extra videos there. There's always an exclusive Patreon video every week, and you get to support me and make sure I get to continue doing these quirky, weird decks. I hope you have an excellent day. Take care of yourself. Be nice to yourself. Remember to drink your water, get some sun in your face, go outside, touch grass, call your loved ones, and that's it. Thanks a lot. Bye.